Hi, and welcome to injeb, a 4-week open online course on human reproduction, natural journey towards fertility and reproductive biology with a hint of education about intimacy. The first week is about the natural reproductive cycle. At the end of this week, you should be able to understand the structure and function of female and male reproductive systems, explain how hormones regulate the menstrual cycle and fertility, describe the process of fertilization and early pregnancy, and finally use diagrams to identify key reproductive organs and processes. So, welcome to this week third module. Today we will explore fertilization and early embryo development in order to understand why timing is important in fertility. At the end of this module, we will be able to describe the journey of sperm to the egg, explain fertilization, implantation, and early pregnancy. So, let's start with the sperm journey. During ejaculation, millions of sperm are released in the vagina. Sperm must travel through the vagina, cervix, uterus, and reach the fallopian tubes, where the sperm usually meets the egg. Only a few hundred reach the fallopian tube to meet the ovulated egg, and only one sperm enters the egg. When sperm meets egg, fertilization can happen. Natural barriers protect the female reproductive tract from fertilization, such as the pH levels in the vagina and the cervix mucosis. Meanwhile, the egg released during ovulation travels down the fallopian tube. Egg is viable for 12 to 24 hours to meet sperm. Only one sperm enters the egg. When sperm meets egg, fertilization can happen. Fertilization usually takes place in the fallopian tube. It is the beginning of human life from a biological perspective. Sperm penetrates the egg's outer layer. Genetic material from the male and female partners combine to form a zygote. This marks the start of human development. Zygote begins dividing. It's called the cleavage. From a ball of cells, morula to blastocyst, each stage is critical for implantation. After fertilization, the fertilized egg or zygote begins dividing into cells. It travels through the fallopian tube down to the uterus. Around 5 to 7 days later, it implants in the uterine lining, also called endometrium. This marks the start of the pregnancy. Hormones such as HCG signal this pregnancy, and the absence of menstruation also signals the implantation of the egg and the start of the pregnancy. So, to recap, sperm and egg journeys are highly selective and precise in timing and location. Fertilization is the when sperm enters the egg, creating a zygote. Normal fertilization happens in the fallopian tube. An early embryo is associated with cell division, traveling from the fallopian tube to the uterus or womb and implantation in the uterus inner layer that is called the endometrium. That's the beginning of the pregnancy. Thank you for watching the first module of the first week of injeb, an open online 4-week course on human reproduction, natural fertility journey, and reproductive biology. Looking forward to seeing you on the next module.